everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight I'm super excited because we have a very hard to find Founders Brewing Company beer. This is their Frangelic Mountain Brown. So I read about this several months ago, and typically Founders is not a difficult beer for us to get, but I could not find it anywhere. And this is one of those rare occasions where you walk into your local beer store and there's like this random 4-pack sitting there in the wrong spot, and you just kind of take it and bring it up to the counter and hopefully you get cashed out, before anybody figures out either they put it there. I don't know what the deal was. I didn't care, but it was just hard for us to get for some reason. But I read a lot about it. I'm a huge fan of Founders. They're my top 5 breweries in the country, and they do things really well. I think I paid $15 for the 4-pack, so it wasn't cheap. But again, some of their beers are coming out with, they're just absolutely phenomenal. So this one is considered a coffee brown ale. It's 9% ABVs and 40 IBUs. It says, we all love a well-balanced brown ale, which is true, and honestly, it's hard to do well, in my opinion. Especially a brown ale of the hazelnut coffee persuasion. So again, kudos to them. That's a very difficult combination to do right. It says, case in point, Frangelic Mountain Brown Ale, initially brewed and released in 2012. Never knew it was out 8 years ago, or whatever that is. It's deliciously sweet with a nutty coffee brown ale, which quickly became a favorite among beer fans and inspired us to continue pushing coffee. And the beer envelope, turns out our new favorite coffee drink is beer. I love that tagline. So I'm big into marketing, labeling, things like that. It's a great label. I love how the last sentence, turns out our new favorite coffee drink is beer. So I haven't cheated. I haven't tried this. I have looked at other beer reviews and comments and things like that on Beer Advocate. So I am very much anticipating a killer beer here. As you pour it into the glass, it's exactly what you would think. So it's got kind of a copperish color at the bottom. It's got a nice brown hue to it. There's a little bit of color in the head. I can already smell the hazelnut in the coffee. Oh man, it smells delicious. It smells like a really sweet coffee. Not sugary, but more like kind of almost milk chocolatey. The hazelnut is subtle, but it's definitely there. It's so one of my takes. I've done hundreds of beer reviews. A lot of the brown ales, they overpower them with malt, and that malt overpowers all the other flavors. So any sort of hop flavor, any sort of nut flavor, it's just like this real malty, bready texture and flavor to it. And that's why most nut browns or brown ales are not very good. Or it's so nutty that you feel like you're chewing on an acorn, or a hazelnut or a pecan or whatever, or pecan, or however you want to say it. This one smells absolutely delicious. It smells like a dessert. It smells like almost like tiramisu. It's almost like there's whipped cream in it, mixed in somewhere. It smells absolutely delicious. I rate my beers from 1 to 5. I would give this a 5 for a brown ale aroma. It smells amazing. So, as we say here, cheers. Let's get into the glass. Did not disappoint. That was only one little sip, and man, it's what I expected from Founders in a 4-pack for something that's this hard. It's got a strong forward front of hazelnut, but again, it's nice, it's subtle, it's sweet, it is nutty, but it's definitely not overpowering. It coats your palate with almost like a powdery cocoa in the coffee side. You definitely can taste coffee. I taste quite a bit of like sweet chocolate as well. I don't know if that's like the blend between the two, hazelnut and the coffee, but it definitely has a nice. It's almost like it's very light in texture, but yet it coats your palate, and you absolutely are left with an aftermath of hazelnut, and then just kind of this real smooth coffee flavor. I mean, that's what it is. It's exactly what they describe it as. It's killer. I love it. I will buy more of it if I can find it. I highly recommend you buy it. Again, I rate my beers between 1 and 5. I would give this a 5. This will probably end up in my top beers of 2020. It's that good. I'm kind of glad I didn't get it at the beginning, because the anticipation behind it. I mean, it's everything I would have thought of done well by Founders. It's really delicious. It would be a great dessert beer. It's a phenomenal beer by itself. Go get it. Period. End of review. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We upload all the time. We appreciate you watching. And as always, we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.